by the way, I'm super pissed when all the youngsters try to call you Unc because you're still plenty young. Mike, you're very young.
Yeah,
I'm the
do the child.
Mike,
Mike,
you're very young. And all these fucking 20-year-olds that come on here.
Gary, he is 41.
Bro, he's a baby.
Yeah, but Gary, he has no family or wife.
But yeah, I understand people come in here and try to criticize him. He's a player.
Hell yeah, Gary.
Bro, he's a fucking player.
Yeah, Gary. Finally, somebody on my team.
Mike, when did you get in?
Midnight, last night. You know how it goes, GV?
You been good?
Fantastic, bro. Fantastic.
You look good, man.
Moving into the restaurant industry, the worst space in the world.
Yeah, but you know this. At scale, it's not.
I know.
It's for bad players. Like, well, it's a winner-take-all kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be a real player.
Yeah.
But good for you, man.
I think.
How's the burger thing going?
It's going. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. It's going good. It's just. Well, yeah. It's just working with making sure you're working with the right operators in the food space and. Like,
are you gonna franchise that, or are you gonna own
right now? It's all we're talking about 1010 Burger for anybody watching. Right now, it's all gonna be company owned.
Yep.
But we just have a really strong operating partner that's gonna handle a lot of the operating and hiring and location identification, so on and so forth.
Got it.
I that's kind of the way to do it. If you find and Logan can attest to this too, and GV you can too. You got to find the right partners. And just be, if you can just be the face, bro, that just markets and somebody else is the machine behind it and you can trust that with your soul, your life, your soul, your heart, then you could succeed, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think, it's more about figuring out what the fuck you're actually good at, right? Like some people are operators, some people are marketers, like some people are so talented they can do both.
It's fun. Yeah, that's you. That's you, buddy.
That is you.
You got to watch out for some of these operators that then when they have a little success with you as a partner, they decide they also want to be a face.
Sure. That's become such a big reality in today's world, right? Yeah. Everyone's now in play. 20 years ago, there were a small group of celebrities and then there was operators. Now, everybody has no friction to actually be a face.
Yeah.
You're one podcast away, you're one, vlog or streaming session away from feeling it. And to your point, some people get so intoxicated with the attention, they lose their way. I watched a lot of, so many operators started building their own personal brands because of my content. And I've watched some of them get short-term success from it, but then completely lose their way because they think they're fucking Beyonce now when they're running a fucking pizza shop, And so people get high in their supply.
Especially in those first 15 minutes of it, like when you have that big first viral pop, but they don't realize how few people make it from 15 minutes to 3 hours in the space.
And now with the way that the social media algorithms work, which were, Vine was really the first time it kind of started that way. You were really one piece of content away from everything changing.
Yep.
Now people think, a single viral post means they're Logan, when in reality, to your point.
You gotta do that every day.
Getting it to your 30 minutes of fame, let alone your 15, let alone to your 3 years of fame is an incredibly high, challenging framework, especially even just emotionally. Forget about if you're even good enough to know what the fuck to do on camera and all that. When you start dealing with that level of judgment, the amount of emotional strength you need to maintain, being out there with all the scrutiny, there's just so many people that are not mentally prepared for the heat, and that fucks them up, let alone the fact that the platforms continue to change. Back to Logan as the prompt, there were a lot of people in that group of the Vine 100.
The first wave.
That weren't able to transition to the next phase.
Long form,
branding. Podcast, there's and again, I think what Logan represents, and I see in others, is a lot of people are just talent. Whereas other people are talent and have an entrepreneurial lens. And then there's even a rarer crew of talent, entrepreneurial lens, and then also operator.
Or plus athlete, which is another universal language as I travel the world that I find it's just so globally spoken is you're partners with the fighter. They go like this. Maybe they can't even speak English. Wrestler, Logan, WWE, right? Fighting is almost like mathematics.
It's also, yes.
It's just globally spoken.
I mean, it's Roman Empire stuff. It's the most basic thing. All of us can feel the fighting thing, but I also think the thing that Logan and Jake have done well between YouTube, and then if you look carefully, you look at Netflix, right? Netflix is global. When Raw is live, there are people watching it all over the world live, right? And I think that people underestimate the sheer amount of attention that these platforms have. And so when you're not limiting yourself in distribution, the places where he shows up are, all three places are completely, utterly global. It's YouTube, it's podcasting, and then Netflix Live, whether it's a fight that Jake's doing or whether they're doing Raw, this is a level of distribution that people underestimate.
I think Jake just figured out a little hack in his merger with the PFL.
Yeah, I mean,
MVP MMA just merged with PFL to create this new fight league to try to rival the UFC. And their model of distribution has been on free platforms. I say free because you got a subscription, right? But assuming you have a subscription, which you probably do, it's Netflix. What are you going to watch?
And we're in that era, right? The streaming services are doing that now, right? Obviously, UFC did the huge deal with Paramount, right? The sports are now on that. Like what cable did to network television, what network television did to the radio, streaming is now doing to cable. I'm fascinated by people's inability to understand that the world will always turn and there'll be new games. All that Netflix and Hulu and Paramount are doing is exactly what ESPN did to ABC and NBC.
Dude, I love the clips that you find from 15, 20 years ago of like a young Gary Vee sitting at a table screaming at the live stream watching. You're like, people aren't going to read magazines anymore. Who reads a magazine here? Doing polls? You're wearing the tie still?
No tie. Go look at the clips. Button downs. I was button down.
Dude, it's so good. You do have this ability to predict the future, and now it's interesting because you've seen enough cycles.
Correct.
Where history does repeat itself. It just looks different in that way.
The thing that I do well and people that I admire do well is they're willing to talk about shit even if it's at the detriment of their short-term money. I think one of the things that I'd rather have that clip than make more money. And I think you guys now know this. You're in a point in your career where you're spending a lot of time with a lot of A players, financially, status. What I think you guys will see as you continue to roll. And by the way, I'm super pissed when all the youngsters try to call you Unc because you're still plenty young. Mike, you're very young. Mike, you're very young. And all these fucking 20-year-olds that come on here.
Gary, he is 41.
Bro, he's a fucking baby.
Yeah, but Gary, he has no family or wife.
But yeah, I understand people come in here and try to criticize him. He's a fucking player.
Hell yeah, Gary.
Bro, he's a fucking player.
Fucking yeah, Gary. Finally, somebody on my team.
Sorry, sometimes gigolos come around. Like he's a fucking player. This is who he is. Like I understand some people want to get married at 25 and settle down and have family. Like this man still has a couple of turns around the sun.
Yeah.
What do you want from him?
Keyword a couple.
You know,
hey, dude, as to your point, a lot of them, and some of these people, they settle down because they have to, bro. I just don't got to do it.
And he weaponizes like the detachment theory, whatever the fuck he throws out. It's not true. He's enjoying himself.
He isn't avoiding
this guy. The man's enjoying himself. And oh, by the way, I laugh when dudes say shit. I'm like, right, you don't understand that he enjoys dating 25-year-old smoke shows. Like, what's the matter with you?
It is
no
true.
Shit, he enjoys it. And by the way, he's allowed. Yeah. And this is actually an important conversation to level it up. This obsession with people trying to deploy on each other how they should live their fucking life. Like, why don't we all just fucking mind our own fucking business and live our own lives? If you have flowers to give, which is something I love doing, then fucking give them. But if you got pot shots or your own insecurities are showing up with you digging on someone who you're actually envious of, I promise you've accomplished nothing.
But Gary, that's hard for people. That's so hard, especially with social media, because all you're doing is seeing other people's lives, and not just their lives, the highlight reels of their lives. Comparison is the thief of joy. People don't have joy, so they go to comparison to try to denigrate you or tear you down because it makes them feel better about themselves.
Yes, and I understand. And so my point, and what I'm hoping to put out there, hoping just one fucking person listening decides this is the time they stop being a bitch, is I don't want them to do that, because them shitting on you or your brother or Mike or someone else is going to do zero for them to get out of the place they're in.
Yeah.
Zero. In fact, it will only dig it in deeper.
On top of that, I always thought that I had done a very good job since I got here in making sure I illustrated what my life looked like prior to all of this so that people understood the journey and understood like, okay, he was once exactly where I was. He was
100%.
homeless.
No,
he was
you were
facing
way
trouble.
worse.
Way worse. Way
100%
worse. I was
way
addicted
worse.
to heroin. I was living
No,
on
bro,
the
you're a
streets.
degenerate.
I wrote, I put that whole story out, which hurt and didn't feel great at first, to help the people that are then saying like,
And
look
most
at
of all,
it,
Mike
you
and I
know?
was watching him from far. We haven't really chopped up the way I get to chop with him.
yeah.
Not only were you doing that, it was also helping you.
100%.
You know, like for
super
you know, when I
cathartic.
was watching you go through that, I was like, good for him, because no one was going to weaponize anything on you. Life is just the last scene of 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Like if you're in a battle rap and you go first, shit on yourself first, because it leaves the opponent nothing.
Speechless.
You
Takes
know?
all the smoke out of
And
it.
like there's
Wind
so
out of
many
their
people
sails.
we know that are not living their full joy or their full like offense on life because there's a skeleton or two in their closet that they know every day they get bigger, there's a chance today's the day that someone's gonna open that closet. I think people have to deploy more humility and more accountability. What's amazing about all the people that we're looking at right now behind the camera, and more importantly, the millions that are gonna watch us over the next decade, is they all deep down know they've also fucked up too. And humanity is very good at tearing people down. But in reality, they're always ready to let you say you're sorry and make amends, because deep down they know they've got flaws too. And I wish people understood that more so they could become more accountable of their shortcomings, which would then free them up to fucking shine.
The thing that you have, and Logan,
It's poetic, Gary.
Thank you,
no,
brother.
that was incredible. And you asking, like, wishing people had more, and Logan asking why this isn't going to happen. Everything that you're delivering right now from that couch is delivered from someone who has lived life and has gained the wisdom of someone that's over the age of a certain age. You have to go through the
But
fucking
Mike,
reps.
I will say this. Lou, come
to
here.
get it.
I know this is weird.
Get
Come
over
here,
here,
Lou.
Lou. Get over here, Lou.
Old Lou. Let's clap it up for Old Lou. We call him Old Lou.
He is
'Cause
old.
we call him Old Lou, not because he's old, because we
What's up, baby? How you doing?
We hang with his son. We call him Little Lou.
Oh.
So this is Old Lou.
So
we
why
have
not-
Little
yeah,
Lou.
so why not
Big
Big
Lou
Lou?
would
Big Lou.
suffice.
We do call, well, most people call him Big Lou. I like calling
Calls
him
me Old Lou.
But Lou, you and I worked in the liquor business when I was stocking shelves. We met when I was, what, 22 years old?
22, 23, yeah.
Right? I just want Mike to hear this. Please explain to them what version of, you're one of the few people that actually knew me, because so few people actually knew me, because I lived in a liquor store. Did you ever see Goonies?
Of course.
Yo. That guy right there, stand up, Beamer. He owns the Goonies house.
I'm very aware. I'm very aware of this story.
him.
He talks, I've talked to him and we've
Really?
talked about this.
I love telling people it's him, bro. He's the guy who owns the
So
Goonies house.
sick, dude.
Back to Hey You
Yes,
Guys.
baby Ruth.
I was basically sloth from 14 to 34. My dad basically had me chained in the basement of a liquor store for
Literally.
20 years.
Literally.
And I built a huge business for my father. This man watched me work 100 hours a week, 52 weeks a year. I'm not going to lead
And
the
a couple
witness.
hours a night breaking cards.
Yeah, what's in a blue moon? The trading cards thing was always there. But Lou, explain to them how old I was at 22.
Jesus, man. This guy at 22 years old was 45 years old. Damn. One of the most amazing operators I ever seen. One of the things that impressed me the most about Gary when he was 22, I mean, you guys see him today the way he is, right? When he was 22, I watched how he treated his employees. You know, he treated his employees like, you know, you're talking 2000, 1999, people treated employees like shit.
Yeah, by the
Right?
way, it wasn't this woke shit where
Yeah,
we're supposed to be
yeah.
nice. We
Yeah.
were like people were dick faced, right?
Yeah.
Like you remember employees were like,
Garbage.
the fucking help, like you shit on them.
I was
this guy-
I was a dishwasher at TJ McKiff's in Milford.
You
I
know.
know
And this guy
hands-
treated his employees like I never seen. Like, you know, you all worked at companies where scared of your bosses. This guy treated everybody like family, wanted to know everything about them, wanted to know how they ticked, you know. And I was just so impressed with him even early on. You know, like he says, I know him from the beginning, right? And I tell him every day, he's getting better and better every single day. But what you hear today was there back then too, when 22 years old.
All right, get out of here, Lou.
Thank
Get out of
you.
here, Lou. We love you, Lou. Thank you, bro.
Now,
Good
now,
job,
here's the
Lou.
best part. Here's the best part, and I want everyone to hear this.
Hey, you know Ridge. They make amazing power banks, wallets, luggage, and premium everyday gear. All amazing looking and functional. Look at this thing. Mike has it. Ridge is back with their legendary sweepstakes for the 6th year, and this time it's bigger than ever. You're not going to believe what you can win. And Tony Hawk is the official spokesperson this year, so you already know this one is going to be insane. 2 lucky winners will get to choose between a Lamborghini Huracan Starato, a Ford Hennessy Velociraptor, a souped-up Ford Bronco, or $100,000 in cash. That's actually insane. Me personally, I would probably pick the Huracan or the Velociraptor, but this Lambo is the world's first off-road supercar. There's only 1,500 of them in the world. The Hennessy Velociraptor is basically an American muscle car put into an all-terrain truck, and the custom-built Bronco is coated in scratch-resistant Kevlar armor and riding high on massive 37-inch off-road tires. The best part, you can enter completely free at ridge.com. Yes, free. The sweepstakes runs from July 24th through September 8th, and if you want to boost your chances, you can earn additional entries by picking up Ridge gear during the sweepstakes. So if you're ready to upgrade your wallet and maybe your ride for a limited time only, head to ridge.com and use the code Impaulsive at checkout for 10% off your order and a chance to win Ridge's biggest sweepstakes ever: a Lamborghini Huracan Starato, a Hennessy Velociraptor, a Ford Bronco, or $100,000 in cash. No purchase necessary to enter, but every dollar you spend gets you more entries. Thank you, ridge.com, and use Impaulsive. After you purchase, they will ask about when you've heard about them. Please support our show and tell them our show sent you. Back to the show.
I didn't bring Luke for that validation. This is a cosign to my mother. I was that person at 22 because I have the most remarkable, disproportionately most phenomenal mother that has ever walked the fucking face of the earth. That woman lost her mother at 5, grew up in the fucking Soviet Union. You have no fucking clue how fucked up the Soviet Union was. Everyone went to jail. The government owned everything. Everybody died at 50 because everyone, you know how that we talk about Russians drinking vodka? They wanted to fucking die.
Yeah. Wow.
They wanted to fucking die. The whole country was a jail. Russia, where I was born, me, let alone my mom, is the only place on earth today that is similar is North Korea. You're not allowed to leave. The whole country's a jail. She lost her mother at 5, grew up in a fucking jail with a shit society, and yet the level of love she put in me, but not only that, the way she championed the way I treated people, the reason he knew that I'm not special, my mother's special, right? And so what you know is Gary Vee, and you really know me behind the scenes in a way that most don't. You guys see the content. I understand the cynicism. People make jokes about me saying everyone's young and all that shit. But who I am behind the camera is a better version than even who I am on camera. I really believe that. And more importantly, that is all based on a world-class mother. So all the Gary Vee content, all of it, is just me trying to do a little something that's a version of what my mom did for me. Because I know all these fucking kids that are listening right now, they get so much dog shit in the feed, so much bullshit. The amount of content, yo homies that are watching right now, open up your fucking social media, go through the thing, go through your fucking feed for 5 minutes. I promise you, 90% of the fucking content is someone telling you who to blame for your fucked up shit. Go open up your fucking phone right now. It's someone telling you, and if they're on the left or the right, they're the same fuckers. Whether they're fully blue or fully fucking red, they're the same fucking pieces of shit to tell you that you should blame everything on someone else. The government, billionaires, immigrants, all dumb shit.
It's Fauci this week.
That's right. Like, as if fucking Fauci has anything to do with your fucking life. And so,
well, especially right now, especially 2026.
Listen, so with all this love, let me give you the realest love because it feels like fucking poison. If your life sucks, it's 100% your fault. It's not your mom's fault.
Yeah.
It's not your dad's fault.
Yeah.
It's not America's fault. It's not fucking Fauci's fucking fault. It's your fault that you're believing it. And like for me, it's like I just want to give as much love because if you get love, then you get strong enough to stop pointing fingers. Then you go like this. And once you go like this, you have a fucking chance. And my mom taught me that. And that's why I was that at 22. And there's a lot of 22-year-olds I meet that have wisdom, luck of the draw DNA, luck of the draw of growing up with little, hard work. At 14 years old, I was working 12 hours fucking Saturday at a liquor store. That's fucking, my dad should be in fucking jail.
Yeah, same.
Like, you know, like it was like, and so like, you know, I just think that it's going through life, whether you're 22 or 50 or 19, but a lot of people are over coddled. We have great luxuries. People spend all their time, to your point, worrying about what they don't have versus what they do have. You know, I sit on the board of Pencils of Promise and Charity Water. There are 800 million people, 800 million people right now, as we're doing this podcast, that do not have access to clean water. Me and Nick Dio, that beautiful man right now, we went to Ghana building fucking schools for kids that if we didn't build those schools, they would sit under a fucking tree with an old man from the village reading a book from 40 years ago, the same book every week. Like, anybody watching or listening to this podcast is fucking privileged, dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Right?
100%.
Like, if you have time to listen to this dumb shit, you should not be complaining about
No, but
it.
for once,
you know
it's
what
not
else?
dumb shit.
Yeah, facts. No, this is actually good shit. But it is funny the idea of like putting your world into perspective. I think can be such a powerful thing if you can understand. Like, yeah, we live a really blessed life and comfortable life. I don't think people were able to take hot showers until like maybe like
crazy.
70 years ago.
And by the way, for the people that are winning or accomplishing, saying that you're blessed or like you have it good doesn't undermine, what you've done or put it again. Like I just how my brain works. I want to talk about this, brother. You fucking worked, bro. From the day I met you when you came to New York for the first time to this moment, you fucking worked.
Yeah, I've been working,
bro. You fucking worked. Like these people that weaponize luck. Like I feel so horrible for people that weaponize the word luck. If you're weaponizing luck, you are very confused how the game is actually played.
like oh, he got lucky.
Yeah,
I see.
yeah, like physically, like people are, you are more conducive to be an athlete than others.
Yeah.
I get like there's things and there's serendipity and there's things, but bro, I have watched you for 15 fucking years work and adjust and change. 2 steps forward, 1 back, 7 forward.
Yeah.
You fucking work, bro. When you started doing the wrestling thing, I grew up massive wrestling. Macho Man Randy Savage is my favorite person that's ever lived the face of the earth. Like literally, like when you started that, I was like, this is a wrap. He's going to crush. Because I knew you could do the mic because that's what you do.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, this kid's just gonna fucking spend 9 trillion hours until he can fucking do, frog jumps from the top rope backwards. And like, I just knew it.
It's so funny. You came on our podcast shortly after my WrestleMania debut, and we spoke about it. Yeah. And now, fucking 5 years later, it's my full-time job.
One of my favorite things, just to keep this full press glaze fest I'm giving you.
Yeah, keep it going.
One of my favorite things ever was because I love the wrestling fan community so much because they're like the people downstairs, like all niche audiences, comic guys, wrestling guys, sports guys, anything new is like, fuck that bitch.
Yeah.
Right? And when you came in, they're like, fuck this influencer, right? And I'm like, this guy's gonna win these fuckers over. And I remember you pulled some move early on.
It was the ricochet,
the double
middle
jump.
of the meeting in
It
the
was the
And
double
I was just like, the second I saw it, I went right to Twitter and I watched
getting
all these
goosebumps.
fucking people
I'm
that
getting
fucking
goosebumps.
hated you. They're like, man, he's all right. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, yeah, man, you're just fucking. I'm
Thank
happy
you.
for it,
Let me pivot at this. I appreciate that all the kind of
Hey,
words,
you
man.
want to intro Gary Vee, by the way?
Yeah. This is Gary Vee. Today's guest is one of the most influential entrepreneurs in the world. He's built multiple successful businesses, transformed the marketing industry, and has inspired millions with his no bullshit advice on business, branding, and life. Give it up for Gary Vee. Let me pivot the glaze into a question because it's happening with me now, which is weird because I fucking love Pokemon. I've loved Pokemon my entire. It was my first or second real love. It was like that in Harry Potter. I don't know which one. I don't remember which one came first.
the first girl you loved?
I mean,
Give her flowers.
No, I was an adult.
We saw her.
And the first girl I loved was my wife.
No, but I understand. But
Shout out, baby.
Yeah, but
I love you, baby
you didn't
girl.
have a
Best
crush
mom.
in
No, we
fourth
did. We
grade?
just
No,
had
not
her
like
on
love.
the show.
No, okay,
Like
not
real
love,
love.
but like let's make some random girl in Ohio's life. Like just say something.
What's her name again?
No, I can't do it. I'm married.
Bro, what is
Respect.
it?
I
What,
won't
you
do it.
fucking ridiculous,
Can't do it.
dude? What's
Won't
the
do
high
it.
school girl's
Mike,
name?
First girl I fell in love with
list
was
the
my wife.
987 girls you've loved in the last week.
Okay, so yeah, I'm in this position now where I'm doing this Pokemon content. All of a sudden this year, not when I started doing Pokemon content 5 years ago, this year I'm getting the Larper comment. Like basically he's pretending to do this thing. And it's interesting because when I started on YouTube as a Viner, I was just LARPing YouTube. I was LARPing. I was you get out of here, Viner. Oh, damn. Like, okay, daily vlogger, you're a YouTuber. When I started with wrestling, it was the outsider, you're not allowed in until like, oh, he really cares, we let him in. And it's interesting because it happens in collecting and not just the Pokemon sphere, but
All of it.
sports, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering. It's like there is a bit of gatekeeping that takes place, and it's interesting because why do I feel like I'm in a position where I have to prove myself, and also how can I prove myself? And I've realized that like it's nothing I do or say will ever affect the way these people think about me in something they love in their community.
I always called it the band rule. Like this may make sense for some of the music fans. I saw it a lot when Pearl Jam and Nirvana got massive, and the internet was just coming around, Prodigy, like there was bulletin boards, and I watched like these people that literally watched Nirvana and Pearl Jam in fucking bars in Seattle, 50 people each, when they became the biggest bands in the world, start to shit on them. It's because the world got their thing.
Yeah.
Right? And when people are passionate about shit, they don't want it to be fucked with. They think it's theirs. I think it's a good thing, Logan.
You do.
And I'll tell you why. But by the way, at this point in my life, anything I enter, also, it will always happen. We've been doing comic books for Be Friends for like a year and a half now. I'm like I'm scared of nothing except going to a comic convention, because I know that crowd. Like I don't think anybody even knows we're doing comic books yet.
You're very much the new guy.
Always
in a legacy industry.
Correct.
Comics,
and so, like,
bro.
And I'm a fucking maniac. I'm like, I'm Stan Lee, bitch. Like, that's what I think.
Yeah.
Like, I think I'm gonna do it. And so, like, you can imagine they don't like it to begin with, and then I'm coming out like guns fucking blazing. Like, I'd be a great heel. With,
Yo,
you know what I mean? Like,
you are.
And so, like, I definitely am empathetic, like, because I do it with my love. You should see how I act when someone says they're a Jets fan.
Oh yeah, name 3 players.
You know what I mean?
Name 3 players from '97.
More like if you can't tell me what college Jason Fabini went to, what number he wore, and like how many false starts he had his rookie year, like I will shit on you.
Yeah.
And so like,
okay, I get it.
So
that is, by the way, still my favorite thing about you is that you have been have to be the most famous Jets fan.
I got to get Fireman Ed love because he's the OG, but like I am definitely out and about on my fandom. Like if the Jets, obviously the Knicks just won a title, which is unbelievable and just the greatest, and I was part of that. But like when I tell you the delta for me between Jets and Knicks is substantial.
Yeah.
If the Jets win a Super Bowl,
dude.
No, Gary,
I'm moving to North Korea and living there full time.
Okay.
Fuck it. Like I got to do something outrageous.
That's right. But I saw the videos when the Knicks won.
Dude, I'm hyper.
You were going crazy.
No, they were my number. They were my number 2, and it was massive. But I'm telling you,
I don't give a fuck.
It's like everything. It's like sports is the most insane, bro. Back to wrestling. When Macho Man lost the title to Hogan in WrestleMania 5, I cried my eyes out. What? I hated Hulk Hogan for 20 years.
What?
Yes, bro.
Hey yo! I'm sorry. I used to do it in my vlogs. It's the entrance for my theme song. Hey yo, I'm sorry. I got 2 shirts up on WWE Shop Fanatics right now. I hate Logan Paul. Yes, I am the one behind it. You're gonna monetize the haters. And still humble, because after all, I am your humble king. And I'm gonna stay humble because I'm just that humble. You can grab my shirts and all WWE merch, hats, tees, replica title belts, superstar collections on WWE Shop and Fanatics. Get yours today. Back to the show.
So anyway, back to passion. You as someone who's gonna always come in and we have some similarities. You'll go into new shit because you want to.
Yeah.
You're gonna put in the work. You're gonna disrupt it in some ways. You're gonna do it different. I think, and I could see it already. I thought the wrestling thing was one of it. You've got 3 to 5 more at bats where you're gonna enter stuff. You're gonna get to a place where not only are you gonna be able, you've always been able to deal with it. You went through a lot of stuff early on that allowed you to like be able to deal with it. You're gonna actually appreciate it.
I do.
You know what I mean?
I totally do.
Right. Like you get
I'll tell you what, bro, I am a storyteller at heart. I started telling stories with you and Jerome Jar when I was making Vines. They started in 6-second bursts, but I'm a storyteller. And that conflict or any setback in life, now like you can have an arc. 100%. You can have a character arc that people can buy into because it's relatable, bro. That's life. Shit ain't gonna be perfect. And yeah, you're gonna get knocked down the mountain, but like put one foot in front of the other and start climbing that mountain again.
Or don't have an arc and just be Voldemort. Like, why do you have to? Why do you even have to have a comeback?
He's got an arc.
No, but I'm saying,
Voldemort
why do you even
an
have
arc.
to have a?
Yeah.
Dude, the villains are like, dude, the Joker. Like, be the villain, bro. Like,
you can still have the arc.
Do you know how the Joker's thing plays out?
You know how I got these scars?
Yeah, I mean, listen, at the end of the day, the truth is no one gives a fuck. Real
Well
talk.
said, well said.
All of this,
Yeah.
no one gives a fuck. The
Yeah.
second something bad happens to someone in your family, you don't give a fuck about what's happening to your sports team. You don't care about yelling at some influencer. You don't care about sliding in DMs. Like, none of this actually fucking matters. So once you get to that level of simplicity, you know this, both of you know this. I know enough about both of you. You start to realize at some point, it all doesn't really fuck, even the like, it's just, what do you really
Well, that's
fucking
when
need?
you're really free and you could really start to manipulate the system. That's like that, like unplugging from the Matrix moment.
Yeah.
Like for me lately, I've been obsessed with
Yeah.
this idea that like I don't really even think anything that happens in this dimension matters, dude. I'm worried about what's going on next door, parallel to this one. You know?
No,
what I'm saying?
I know you get a little weird. No, but honestly, I get it. Like,
Dude, I've already done all this shit, bro. Like,
and that's when it just becomes noise. And then if you could, my biggest thing is I don't want people that are winning, you two included, to get to this place where you're shitting on the haters. I'm looking for people to deploy compassion and
So
empathy.
Gary, I started doing this. I say, God bless him. God bless you, bro. You clearly need you need like something. Hurt people. You're hurt. God bless you.
Yeah, bro. And then like what I'm just asking you, like, how deep do you mean it?
I mean it.
Good. Well, then
I'll be honest. I was maybe 2-3 years ago. I was kind of pretending because I saw you approach haters with empathy.
Yes.
It was just, it's fascinating because
Yes.
I'm inherently combative. I'm like this.
Yeah.
And then I really started going, I'm 31, bro. I'm an adult. I realized you have a problem, and I'm not to sound mean, like something is hardwired in you incorrectly, or like you're because of the trauma or hardship you've had in your life, you think you need to shit on someone else to make you feel better. God, like honestly, God bless you. You need it.
Or back to even more grace for everyone. Or in this moment, they're not in a great place.
Fair. Also fair.
Right? Some people actually have very significant trauma, and we should deploy incredible empathy. Just again, looking at everybody behind the cameras. Then there's also just like 6-month windows or 4-year windows that are not just your best fucking moment. And you're hurting enough that the only way to get a short moment of relief is to go into misery loves company and try to hurt someone else to fix that short-term pain. And for me, you never really know when you're getting, that energy towards you. Is this something really, really deep and fundamental, or is it just a chapter in time? And I think, again, like, just realizing you're just a mirror for what they're about. If you can deploy that humility, if you can not take it personal, it really puts you in a real place. And then once you get over that hump, if you're in a place where you actually just want it better for them and you can give them a minute of your time, people are just sometimes looking to be seen.
well, that's the other thing too, is they're not even, a lot of times the fucking haters ain't even real haters. They just want likes.
That's also true. That's
the worst part. I'm like, yeah, here we go, dude. I feel.
Do you know
I start to feel bad for this guy that keeps saying that big
Do you know how
gat
many
on my
people-
pictures,
do you-
bro.
bro.
He ain't even a real hater. He wants to fucking elevate in the comments to get pussy or something like that, bro. He's just trying to get some likes.
Yeah, but good for him.
Yeah, he got him. But I start feeling bad. I'll pour compassion. Bro, I don't want your compassion. I'm trying to get some likes. And then a lot of times too, you'll respond to him and be like, hey man, I saw that comment where you said that I hope I fall down a flight of stairs and bash my head into the stair rail and die. And then you message him, you're like, yo, I know you're going through some shit. I just want to let you know shit's going to get better. And they're like, yo, it's all good, bro. Can we take a selfie? Yo, I'm actually a huge fan. I'm like, then why'd you say you want me to fall down the stairs, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Just say you like my shit.
Bro, trolling evolved into this thing that is like a form of entertainment and all this. It's all.
I don't like that part.
Yeah,
Because you can't tell.
I don't.
Like, say fuck you to me in real life, please, bro.
I don't like it because I think it's confusing a lot of 11, 12, 13-year-olds.
Yes.
That's why I don't like it.
Correct.
yeah.
I don't think those kids understand, and then they start thinking it's cool to be a dick face. And I just wish a lot of these, internet dick faces got punched in the mouth once real good. So, like, people were far less ridiculous in the 80s because if you talk the kind of shit you talk in fucking Twitter now, you actually got punched in the mouth. And I think like more people should get punched in the mouth.
I agree. Yeah. We had this exact conversation yesterday. Like it's the phones, to be honest with you.
Bro, there's literally people downstairs as you're walking right now asking you for a selfie that an hour ago left a negative comment to you. Like they're your biggest fans. It's Stan, bro. It's all Eminem, bro. Yeah. It's always been Eminem.
It's always been Eminem. Wait, so Gary, how old is too old? Because like you do the
death. Bro.
No, bro. I saw some guys come up to you and said, "You're like, man, you're young, bro. How old are you?" And he's like, "I'm 47." And in my head, I was like,
Yeah, bro, because you're not as smart as you think you are.
Me?
Yeah, you, bro.
Wait, I didn't say I was smart.
You just made a face.
Yeah, you did make a funny
You said you were
face.
31 and grown.
Yeah.
I feel so grown.
Yes, you're much more grown than when you first hit the scene.
Wait, I do want to say I am pretty fucking smart, bro.
You are very smart.
Wait, you're saying I'm not as smart as I think I am.
If you think 47's a rap, you're a fucking idiot.
Let me see. Let me.
How old's Mick Jagger right now?
No. I'm more asking you.
87?
Because if
He's
someone,
still doing
if someone told me
tours?
like, because you tell them they're young.
I believe it.
You do.
First of all,
Okay. Wait, what I'm saying. What age are you like? Like if they're like, I'm 75. You're not gonna be like, you're young,
Look,
bro.
90s rough.
If a 96-year-old rolled up on me right now and be like, yo, can I do it? I'm like, bro. Like,
Yo, I swear to God, I'm gonna send neighbor Susie's mother to Gary, who's 103, and I'm gonna prompt her to ask him, can I still do it, Gary? And I'm gonna see what you say.
but bro, on real talk,
Yeah, that's fine.
If 103 Susie comes to me and she's like, Gary, can I do it? And I'm like, no. Like, there's a chance she dies the next day.
Or on the spot because you disappointed her.
Yeah, because like she's like, right, that'd be a real clip.
Or even worse, proves you wrong and does it.
Yeah, well,
Do you know what I'm saying? That would
That'd
be
be
even
bad.
the worst.
That'd
Like,
be
like
bad.
Kifa's
guys,
Hazel's 103.
guys,
She got a Tweety bird.
But I don't understand how people like it's not complicated. Like, first of all, a couple things. The reason I say it to this generation, looking at all these young faces, is does anyone understand what's going on with modern medicine? People are gonna live for fucking.
But are we even sure? Brian Johnson said he was going to leave to 200. Have you seen that guy lately, dude? I don't know if he's going to make it to 46,
Oh, guys,
bro.
come on.
By the way,
Guys, that's my guy.
He's melting away. He's got
Guys.
40 autoimmune viruses.
way,
It's not his fault.
by the way,
What do you mean?
He made a baby Brian Johnson in a petri dish. He's
Listen
gonna
to me.
regrow his own organs.
Listen to me. I don't think anyone's lost on this. Like, let's just use a little bit of common sense. 60 and 70-year-olds today versus what 60 and 70-year-olds looked like 30 years ago is not even fucking recognizable.
There's a picture of me and Hulk Hogan. It
Yeah.
was what 30-year-olds look like now and what 30-year-olds
dude.
look like then.
Yes.
Crazy photo.
Yes, bro. I get all that. Look at the fucking Golden Girls. Those ladies were supposed to be in their 60s. They look like 290. You know, like the world has fucking changed. And I'm saying shit's gonna keep going. Like, you at 80, you're gonna have like a robotic fucking arm. You're gonna be a maniac.
Oh, yeah.
Right? You guys, that's why you're all hot.
Yeah, I'm gonna extend my telomeres and
You're gonna look
well,
like a fucking Power Ranger.
Gary, here's what I realized. My main goal is just to outlive the haters.
You want them to die. Well, you
Well,
go to
well,
their
I didn't
haters
say
are
that.
way
I want
younger.
that. I'd prefer they die first
I get it.
because when someone passes away, you know, like people, if they don't like you, are going to shit on you. They'll
Yes,
they'll shit on you.
I saw you speaking at a
post-mortem.
funeral recently.
Oh God. Well, okay, so it wasn't a funeral. It was a celebration. of life.
Celebration.
And
That's what he wanted.
dude, if you knew Oliver, you would understand.
I know Oliver.
He would want us to fucking flame him post-mortem. And I knew that. All of his friends knew
Of
that.
course.
His family knew it.
They
We
were
all
pumped.
talked about
I
it.
know,
We're
I
going to
know.
shit on Oliver.
Yes.
And we all did.
Yes.
My two first jokes were brutal, though.
I took one out from his thing.
Yeah, then I added it
He had a
back.
bad one.
I added.
I said, no, that one's not going to work.
I did.
It was about Oliver's impact on the planet.
Punchline being, for the people that are listening right now, like, it is asinine to decide you don't have time to have a better day. It is fucking idiotic, whether you're 60, 70, 80, or 90, to sit on your fucking couch and be like, I'm 68 years old, my life's over, I fucked it up, it's over, this fucking sucks. The fuck are you supposed to do with that? The fuck do you think, how do you think they show up the next day? Like, great. You guys think I think that people, like, you think it's silly? Knock yourself out. I know unlimited people in their fucking 70s and 80s building fucking empires. And so do you.
I do.
So
no,
now
I
what?
do. And I admire them. I admire their energy and how they're still doing it. I'm tired, Gary. I'm tired, bro.
You're not tired, bro.
You gotta help me.
You're not tired.
I'm exhausted.
You're drinking Prime.
You're right.
How do you feel now? Hold on. Wait. Here we go. And
I'm wired.
there we go.
I'm
There
ready
we
to
go.
go.
You're
From
back.
tired to
You're
wired.
I'm
back.
absolutely insane. All right, Gary, real
Yes.
quick. Collectibles.
Yes.
You're massive collector. Got
Yes.
me into Pokemon.
Yes.
Literally forever grateful. Like
Thank you.
I'm not one of those people who forgets.
I know.
I'm
You're
so fucking
incredibly-
grateful.
you're very nice
You,
how
you
you talk.
kickstarted this Pokemon journey. All it took was you lighting a flame. Market is hot right now. It's hotter than it's ever been.
Yes.
Our new collectors our new collectors.
And investors going to get caught.
Are they going to be surprised when the market does what it does and
Up and down, up and-
fluctuates?
Yeah, I think so. But I think, again, collectibles is is red hot and is no longer nerdy. It's becoming cool, which is a fucking brain twist. You know, like cool kids like you 40 years ago were not talking about fucking nerd culture.
Me?
Yeah.
I was.
The 30, no, you were. First of all, you were 30 years ago. Second of all, you know, I'm talking about in
You're
culture.
the new guy.
In culture, 30 years ago, nobody that was cool the way you're cool today would ever talk about nerd culture, right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
So that's a huge that's a very big deal going forward of why it's going to be big. But when you double click, so collectibles will continue to grow and more things will become collectibles, video games, different stuff. Like it will happen.
Yeah.
Individual things will go up and down.
Okay.
Right? Tyler's investing into Harry Potter, and one of the things he's betting on is that HBO Max's thing that's coming out on Harry Potter is going to crush.
Yep.
But maybe it isn't good. Maybe a lot of people don't watch it, and then maybe the people like Tyler that are speculating on Potter right now, it'll go down because it didn't go hot. But maybe in 6 years, Potter will have a new movie, everybody's crazy about it, and it will go up. So in the micro, Pokemon's ripping. Yeah. Ripping. Like you always ask, how much more, how much more? More, but individual things will ebb and flow, right? Like cards, like there's a lot of categories that are primed to do well. I think comics, vintage comics, not my new shit. Vintage comics, primed to do well because they haven't exploded as much. Coins, if you watch Whatnot, you guys are doing like live shopping. Yep. You could see coins, which has always been like, if you go to the coin show in Pittsburgh in a couple weeks, it's all 90-year-old, real 90-year-olds walking around. But I went to this show in 2017 in Cleveland. This is a fact, what I'm about to tell you. There was less than 100 people under 25. The National in 2017.
No fucking way.
Yes, sir.
Like a Knights at Columbus.
Remember AJ?
Oh my
My brother's
God.
behind the scene. I called him. I'm like, there's 9 people under 30.
Oh my God, that's insane.
So think about that, right?
Yeah.
So I think in the macro, collectibles are going to go crazy and will continue because I think it's joining music and sports and fashion as a cultural thing. But individually, is somebody right now, as we're sitting here downstairs, going to spend $50,000 on something that in 12 months will be $30,000? Of course.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like so, individually, there's vulnerability. In the macro, it's a very big market.
How long do you think it's going to be before Pogs come around? As a Pog collector myself,
bro.
Well, slammers especially, dude. Shout out to anybody with a hot slammer out there. But
Bro.
While we're doing it, I am ready to bring Beyblades back. If anyone knows Beyblades.
Yeah, bro. It's all
Let's rip,
of that.
bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, let's rip that shit.
Bro, everything. The reason everyone's yelling different things, Beanie Babies, silly bands, fucking all of it. The Legos
are hot.
Legos are
hot.
Bro, Legos is a bad one. You're out. Can we take them out of it?
Get them out of here.
Legos have never been down. Like, you know, but like, you know, like the reality is that everything ebbs and flows. Everything cycles. The reason everyone just threw out the things is because nostalgia and the memory of your childhood is so fucking ingrained that when I say Care Bears or Max Headroom or Alf or the Smurf,
Kirby Puckett.
you love Kirby.
Well,
that home
we
run,
love
that
Kirby
91
Puckett.
World Series.
He's got his
bro.
rookie card.
I had the Kirby Puckett rookie.
Yeah, bro.
It was important. I remember at one
84
point it was up to
Fleer,
at
84
one point it was
Fleer.
up to like $63, dude.
Bro.
And I had that thing in a full
That was your
screw.
Yeah,
remember the
yes,
screw-on
yes.
protectors? And my
That was
mom,
your future. Because it's cycles.
Yeah, it's
it's
possible.
cycles.
It's definitely possible.
And actually, one of the biggest things I try to do at a show like this when things are hot is I try to zig when everyone's zagging. I'm trying to think like what could actually be hot in 3 years that no one's fucking buying downstairs. I think, you know, I'm gonna get very specific. I think Panini inserts from the early Panini stuff. Now that Topps has the license for a long time. Not like Kaboom, which is like, you know, are you gonna have a Kaboom in WWE? That would be huge, bro. If you have a fucking Logan Kaboom, I'll go crazy.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you this much. I'm trying to be very specific about what I look like on trading cards because I care so much about
Who are you telling? When I called you,
I know.
I've done
I'm so
much for
sorry.
you
I'm sorry.
And asked you to be in this set in the Content Condors insert. I
know.
You said no.
He resents me for it.
You know who said
Are you
yes?
fucking
You know
serious?
who said yes?
My
Mike?
brother.
Jake Paul is in this product. One of the great Pauls of all time. Who I did less for, even though I did invest in coach in team 9 or 10 or what the fuck he made.
Yeah, how'd that work out for you?
Jake's pretty liberal with his name and likeness.
Yeah.
He is.
I just even
So I know how.
Wait, just to make you feel less bad.
Okay.
I'm doing that right now with the WWE. I'm like,
believe you.
no, nah. I gotta eat this. I just
it.
care so much. I'm so scared.
I get it.
This is my number one passion in my life.
I get
Cards,
it.
collectibles.
I get it.
So
I take no
please don't
offense.
resent me.
No resentment. Just I will remember it and I will use it. I will use it when I need it.
I think you're becoming.
Fuck, dude. I do. I put it like this. I owe you not just one. I owe you 2 big favors.
Yeah, I would say like if I think about all the years, like
Yeah.
5. You know how
Bro, cash me in. I'm ready. I'm ready for the
look,
cash
you know when I
in.
throw up the 5 in all my photos, like I
Yeah.
always do that. Yeah, that's the amount of favor. That's more. That was for you. I was always doing that for you.
Okay,
Like, you
bro,
give me
but
5
I'm ready.
favors.
I'm ready. You're not cashing them in. You're not
No,
asking for anything.
I tend not to.
Bro, ask me for
My
something.
great goal
What do you
is
need?
to nothing.
I
right
shook
now.
your son's hand today. He didn't
You
give
did.
a fuck.
He,
Well, he was like, yeah, whatever.
yeah, bro. His dad's Gary Vee. Like, what do you want from him?
you're
You know?
right.
Fuck, you think
Bro,
he's gonna
you
give
need
a
to be-
fuck about
you need-
Logan Paul? What the fuck?
You
He's
need to
smart,
be a wrestler, bro. You
Bro,
can talk shit to me.
Look, you know this. I'm gonna manage you at some point, and we'll get it
amazing,
done.
amazing.
I've always liked Bobby the Brain Heenan. I'll have my chapter,
Bro,
It was.
bro,
It's been written.
Cash in a favor. I'm ready.
We'll clip this in 7 years when I hit fucking Tom Brady with a steel chair
Yeah, hell yeah.
For payback.
for payback.
Fuck yeah. You get his back, I'll get his front.
Let's go.
Are you ready to hold WWE history in the palm of your hand?
Topps is bringing you closer to the action than ever before with WWE Topps Now. Highlighting the biggest matches and milestones from WWE shows and PLEs throughout the year, Topps Now is enhancing the fan experience by connecting collectors to the superstars and spectacles that ignite their passion. Featuring stunning event-exclusive photography, each card is made for the moment. And for some lucky collectors, that moment could become the pool of a lifetime. Along with serial numbered parallels, some Topps Now releases offer a chance at rare short prints, superstar autographs, and even pieces of the mat, gear, or other items used during the featured match. So which moments will you collect? With each card only available for a limited time, you won't want to wait to begin your Topps Now journey. Be sure to subscribe to the WWE Topps Now mailing list on Topps.com and follow Topps on all social media platforms so you never miss a single moment. Back to the show. As we said, shit is hot right now.
Yes.
How is VeeFriends going to break through?
Slowly. You know what's cool about me is like the shit I put out online is like how I actually live. Like I'm big on patience. Like I think it takes time. Like VeeFriends will blow out when these comics get optioned for film and television. And God willing, if one of them hits, then the whole calculus of the IP changes.
Have you considered
Yes.
making hybrids of your animals and
Yes.
putting it on the blockchain?
Of course.
I'm just kidding.
I'm very aware of it. I know exactly what you're
hey,
saying.
brother, don't do that. Don't do that.
You remember I passed. I understand.
Yeah. I remember. Holy shit. Yes. You should have told me to pass too.
Didn't pass on fucking Wolf game, I'll tell you that.
I have massive wolf game. I have a huge problem.
You know how much wool I have?
How many devil fucking wolves I have?
Wool.
Gary,
You know how much
Gary.
wool I have?
Let's talk about NFTs for
Please.
a sec. I do want to talk about NFTs.
Please.
Because, man, I don't know why I still really believe in the idea of a valuable digital asset.
Why wouldn't you? I'm aware that 98% of the world thinks that it was a scam and a fad, including everybody probably behind the camera. But math doesn't lie. If every single person that's listening to this podcast right now goes to OpenSea, clicks collections, and looks at the sheer volume of NFTs being sold every day, they would shit their fucking
Right now?
pants today.
Oh, yeah, still.
Of course.
Yeah.
What kind of volume?
Hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars a day.
What? Still?
Yes. And everyone on earth, think about that volume. Think about that volume when literally every person on earth walking thinks it was a fad, a scam, a loss. So the blockchain digital collectible thing will be massive. I am thrilled to clip this in 9 years and be like, it's a collectible, bro.
I agree.
It's a collectible.
I agree. It's a shame
But if you remember, when I was making the videos about NFTs, everybody likes to conveniently forget all the videos I made that said 99% of these are going to zero.
Yeah, of course.
Panini blockchain did 750 grand in the last 24 hours.
750
Panini
grand.
blockchain.
Wow.
So did 750, just Panini blockchain. Wow. Panini blockchain. Did 750,000 in the last 24 hours. People watching and listening to this podcast don't think that $750,000 worth of all NFTs have been sold in the last 6 months.
Yeah.
But this is what you do when you zig and zag. Like, it's not because I want, like, that. I own 0 Panini NFTs on the record. I'm saying this not because I want it to work out. This is not my hopes and dreams or my feelings. This is called fucking math. Go there and look and tell me if people are buying Bored Ape and V-Friends and Pudgy Penguins, right? Or tell me if they're not. And you know what's awesome about the blockchain? Unlike what goes on with physical cards, when people like to claim like, oh, Logan had his friend buy it, or this and that, all this. The blockchain's fucking transparent. So look, what do I think? I think I've always compared NFTs to Web 1.0. For all the kids in here, when internet stocks came out in 2000, everything was worth $1 trillion, even if the company did zero revenue. Pets.com, and all those stocks were on the fucking stock exchange, NASDAQ and New York Stock Exchange, and they were $150 a share. And then April 2000, all of it went to fucking zero. Literally zero. Out of business, 3 cents a share from $500 a share. Except, you know who was in that mess?
Google.
Amazon, eBay, PayPal. They went from $150 a share to $3 because everything fell along with it. But the 3 or 4 or 7 or 14 companies that were legit companies of the internet era went on to become some of the biggest companies in the world. There will be 3 to 4 to 7 projects from that 2021 era that in 20 years will be the Jackson Pollocks and the Andy Warhols, all the contemporary art from the 60s that went to zero, except Basquiat sells for hundreds of millions.
Yeah.
So what everyone got confused with is they were like NFTs. That'd be like saying all trading cards are worth $1 million. Most are worth nothing.
Yeah.
Individual NFTs in 20 years will be worth something. The question is, are you good enough to pick the winners? That's hard.
Yeah, that's the taste.
Yeah, Punks is guaranteed. It's
Punks is in.
It's the only one that is guaranteed because it's based on history. Every other one, V-Friends, Penguins, Azuki, Bored Ape, all the other ones need the operator to build it. I can tell you, as long as God keeps me alive, V-Friends will win because I'm a fucking gangster. I'm an operator. I'm good at what I do. The end.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. I think I could say the same about originals. I feel so good about that Polaroid project that you're in, actually.
Yeah.
Number 5. The floor, I think it's probably 7 to 10 ETH. Yeah, it's solid. But it's funny because I just don't see, it seems inevitable to me. The idea of a digital valuable asset.
By the way, back to what Tyler just said, if Panini keeps cooking, the rest of the IPs down there will start getting involved. And there's eventually a day where the stink of NFTs will go away. The stink of, guys, the newspapers around the country put the web was a fad.
Are you serious, Gary?
Yes, bro.
Oh my
it was
God.
That much carnage.
Oh my God.
The internet itself was a fad.
Yeah, that was a huge.
That was like the main
story
for a little while. And then in 2005, Web 2.0 came. That's where me and AJ cooked. That's when the Flickrs and the Deliciouses pre-cursed the Facebooks and the Twitters, and the whole world changed.
Oh, that's insane. It is so cool to
Yes, I passed on Uber twice and missed out on $500 million. There you go. There's a story.
Thanks a lot, Jeff.
Yeah, my brother literally took the first Uber in Manhattan. The fucking email hangs in my office.
Damn, Gary.
Bro, we found you, bro.
Yeah.
We found you.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Crazy. You know it. You were there when we were and Snapchat and all this. You were there.
It's so nice to have these conversations with you because you've seen the cycles, and it's so funny because I was doing Pokemon in 2020, and then I saw the dip in 22, 23, and 24, and I was like, okay, but I still love Pokemon, so this shit don't matter. But the market's not as good as it was, and then it popped, and now I'm seeing this is what a cycle is.
Let's also teach people something. The reason it was okay for you is because of all your hard work. You were able to afford it going down, and you didn't have to sell.
Well said.
I want to say this out loud to everybody who's going to get into collectibles or cryptocurrency or real estate or stocks.
Yeah.
You must play with money you can afford to lose, because then when there's a dip, you're not forced to sell and you can catch it on the next thing. Pokemon worked out for you because you were at a point of your career where you were making money elsewhere and you could sit.
Yep.
There's a lot of kids downstairs right now that have their entire net worth in the cards that they're walking around in a case.
Actually.
That's right. And if the market goes down 30, 40%, they'll get scared and they'll sell everything, and they'll sell some massive Mahomes and massive other cards that will then go up again one day, and they'll regret it. So one of the things that people have to be taught is how to manage their dollars, how to understand the good times are not always rolling. And this is good financial, simplistic advice. And
Across
that
the board.
is the thing that I hope people learn, because people overextend themselves when they think it's easy money.
Well, and they don't keep ammo. And they don't keep ammo on the sidelines for when the market does drop, because you don't want to just be able to hold. You want to be able to buy shitload of that blood.
In fact, let's just do a PSA that I hope helps everyone. Everyone listening that is like deep right now into collectibles, Pokemon, cards, what have you, sell one or two things that you're not completely attached to that has a lot of value, and take those dollars and just put them on the side so you can weather the storm to keep the shit that you fucking love.
Put in like high interest savings and get 4% on it until you're ready to
do what my dad does. Bury it in the backyard, Russian style. Yeah, like just straight gangster. Put the cash in
under
the jar.
the mattress.
Fucking, no, bro, that's not enough for Russians. They bury that shit in the back. All the Russians, please hit up everybody. Every Russian over 45, go on Twitter right now and tell all these Americans the truth. They bury the fucking cash in the backyard in a fucking jar. Because that's in the Soviet Union, bro. They could take your shit.
A glass jar.
By the way, PSA for everyone who like loves socialism. Eventually, they'll take your shit too. They're gonna take your shit too. They'll take Logan's first. And that will make you feel good. And then you're gonna wake up and they're gonna take your shit too.
No. You know we're building Rip It. This is the last thing I want to ask you. You know we're building Rip It.
Yes, you called me.
Yep. I called you and asked you. Well, I asked you about, I think, what the next
Concept,
phase of it could be.
I liked where you were going.
Which I think could be big, and I'll call you again. Don't pass on it unless you. Yeah. But you invested in one of our competitors, which is cool. It's cool to say because now we're in the space.
Yep.
What is your general opinion on repacks and live shopping and entertainment shopping?
Repacks, I've done so little actual homework on.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm aware what it is. Of course, I'm in the game, but like I don't have a hot take on that.
Okay.
Live shopping, I've been very vocal.
Yeah.
I would say over 50 people have come to the VeeFriends booth here and thanked me for changing their life again.
Wow.
On just live shopping.
Wow.
People have come up to me and said, literally, I heard you 6 months ago. Here's my whatnot numbers showing me like 3 million, like changed their lives. Here's the cool part. When we met each other, I was already 9. Vine was what, 14, 15, 16?
2013.
13.
Yep.
I was already 8 years into publicly talking about social media.
Wow.
And the people that had followed me for a long time thought in 2013 were like, oh, Vine, like I'm already too late to do it. And that was your day one.
Wow.
I'm telling everyone who's watching right now, live shopping has not even begun. It has not begun. And not because I wanted to. Let's talk numbers. In China, live shopping this year will do over $1 trillion in
trillion.
sales. $1 trillion in product.
I think it accounts for like 30% of commerce
and here's
in China.
what's confusing people. For the last 50 years of technology, the West has brought things to the East. We would innovate in America and bring it to the world. Over the last 10 years, we've seen China now lead and bring things to the world. ByteDance, TikTok changed social.
COVID.
Right?
Yep.
So, are you going to conspiracy theories?
Fauci.
Yeah. Okay. Fauci's why I'm not making money. You fucking bitches. Shut the fuck up. K-pop. Like if you couldn't have, like I would have never predicted 15-year-old blonde girls in Iowa loving Asian dudes with fucking weird hair. Like you could never predict that.
K-pop was
You could have never predicted that. So Asia's influence is coming. Latin America, culture's coming with music, Bad Bunny, all that, J Balvin. Like you could see the world melting pot is getting bigger because of the way the world is structured around social. But anyone watching right now who's like, here's an example, as little as what I'm about to say, somebody watching who could use an extra $1,000, literally go on TikTok Live or on whatnot and literally sell $1,000 worth of shit laying in your fucking basement. You could literally go live and be like, this shoe, $20, and people will buy it. I don't know if you know this, people are degenerates when it comes to shopping. People just buy shit because they're fucking, it's just human. It's fucking human. So live shopping has not even started. And every person listening can fucking change the course of their lives by becoming a live shopping host, and the way that you grab the bull by the horn on Vine, and it fundamentally do you know how different your life would have been if you were 40 years earlier? There was no outlet.
Yeah.
You would have been in fucking Ohio, fucking doing Ohio shit.
I know. So weird.
Right?
So weird to think about.
So everybody who's listening right now, listen, a lot of people were not meant to be, content creators because they're not good enough. But some of those people are meant to be the best live sellers in the world.
Yeah.
Because they're salespeople.
Yep.
Right? Lou. We had old Lou up here earlier.
Old Lou.
No shot would have been a good content creator, could crush as a live selling host. He was a salesman. He's a salesman. And when he's passionate about something, he really gets going and he would crush. But he was never gonna be you as a content creator, but he could be a profoundly good live. He's building this alcohol brand. He should quit. I know you think it's gonna be big. Quit and just live sell.
Interesting.
And he represents tens of millions of people listening right now. So I'm obsessed live shopping. Here's why. There's so many people's lives that are gonna be changed by it, this way social media changed people's lives.
That's amazing. Dude, you said you were gonna give us 30 minutes. You gave us a fucking hour.
Wait,
and
what?
more.
You were gonna give us 30 minutes?
No. I asked yesterday.
No.
I said, how long
I was
do
gonna
you
give
wanna
him
do?
30 minutes. When I found out you were here, bro, I am willing to be here as long as you want. Mike, I have a lot of love for you. As you know, again, you know this, right? Like, we haven't really gotten to real it, right? But you know this. Every time, like, randomly at a Super Bowl thing, like, keep it up with the bird. Like, I cheer for you, bro.
No, dude, the first time I met you was at a Jets game with Sean Nelson from Lovesack.
Oh, is that right?
And you were in the front row, and we were in row 2, and I met you. And I wanted to say this earlier in the show. When people say you are kind and giving of your time to everyone, you were like that the first day I fucking met you in like 2014 or 15. You asked how did I get involved with Lovesack? How did I get the job? Why did I know Sean? Like, dude, Gary really is who he says he is, and is an awesome fucking person.
Facts. You're the man. Gary Vee, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you.